Hello students, welcome to Treehouse High School Kalyan. Now we are going to see the video of grade 7 chapter number 1 computer hardware components. This chapter is provided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. The main contents of part 1 are anatomy of computer, internal hardware. Details of the contents are explained in the video.
Hello students, today we will learn about the computer and its hardware components. Computers are machines that perform specific tasks according to a set of instructions or programs. Earlier, computers were used mostly by scientists and engineers for complex calculations, and they were very costly too. Nowadays, computers are within the reach of every working person. It has virtually become a need in every sphere of life. Let us first start with the anatomy of computer. A computer comprises of two major components, hardware and software. Hardware. The physical components of a computer which we can touch and feel are known as hardware. Hardware can be further categorized into internal and external hardware. Software. Software is a set of programs which controls the internal operations of a computer and instructs a computer about the work to be done. For example, Unix, MS Word, etc. Software can be classified into two main categories, system software and application software. Hardware and software are interdependent of each other's functioning. Without these two components, a computer cannot work. For example, without the driver of a hardware and OS kernel, a program which directly interacts with the hardware, we cannot use hardware. Similarly, without the processor and a memory, it is impossible for a software to run. Do you know Vinod Dham is popularly known as the father of Pentium for his contribution in the development of the Pentium processor from Intel? Let us talk about the internal hardware. The hardware components that are installed within the CPU cabinet are called internal hardware. For example, CPU, RAM, ROM, disk drives, hard disk drives, Blu-ray disk drives, CD drives, DVD drives, motherboard, network card, sound card, video card, etc. Motherboard. A motherboard is the main circuit board of a computer that holds the most essential components of the computer system. The base of a motherboard consists of a rigid plastic sheet. The board is the mother of all the components. That is where it gets its name. It serves as a single platform to connect all the parts of a computer together and allow them to communicate with each other. A motherboard is mounted inside the CPU cabinet and connects CPU memory, hard drives, optical drives, video card, sound card and other expansion cards, directly or via cables. The motherboard works like a bus terminal, that is, junction of all the devices. As all the buses originate from and end up in the terminal, similarly, all the activities related to the connected devices start and end up in the motherboard. Our motherboard mainly contains the processor chip, BIOS, memory chips, external storage controllers for video display and sound, expansion slots for connecting additional circuit boards, PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect. PCI serves as a connection between a computer's motherboard and any connected hardware. The PCI transmits data and power between a computer and the device. PCI was introduced by Intel in 1992. Sound card. A sound card is a hardware component that is fixed either in an expansion slot or on the motherboard. It controls the input and output of the sound signals, that is, it receives and sends audio signals to and from the computer. A sound card converts the digital data to sound and vice versa. It enables the computer to reproduce sound or play music through output devices like speakers, headphones, and record audio with a microphone. Separate PCI sound cards are used to get higher quality sound. Video card. The video card is an expansion card that is used to generate the video output to a display screen, such as a monitor, TV, or projector. It is also known as graphics card. Video card is used to enhance the quality of the displayed images. This card contains its own processing and memory unit and is connected to the motherboard via Accelerated Graphics Port (AGP) or PCI Peripheral Component Interconnect connection. Students know the fact a video card can handle two types of video images. First, it can be used to display a two-dimensional 2D image like a Windows desktop or a three-dimensional 3D image like a computer game. CPU. CPU is the main unit of a computer. It is alternately referred to as microprocessor. It controls all the instructions it receives from hardware, internal and external devices, and software running on a computer. The CPU is a small piece of a silicon chip placed into the CPU socket on the motherboard. It is usually in the shape of a square or rectangle, which contains millions of transistors that perform a wide variety of functions. The speed of CPU is determined by the number of instructions it executes per second, which is measured in megahertz, MHz. There are mainly three components of CPU. Number 1. Memory unit, MU. It is the principal storage of the computer. It stores both data and instructions when entered. Number 2. Arithmetic and logical unit, ALU. This unit performs the arithmetic and logical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Number 3. Control unit, CU. It controls the operation of every other component of a computer system. This unit also controls the transfer of data and instructions among other units of computer. RAM. RAM, Random Access Memory, is a type of memory that is available for the operating system programs and processes to use when computer is running. It can be accessed randomly at any time. Whatever information we enter in the computer goes into RAM and remains there until the machine is working. It is a volatile memory and therefore data and instructions are stored here temporarily. When you switch off your computer or there is some power failure, the data is completely erased. RAM is of two types, static RAM and dynamic RAM. For example, RAM is like a blackboard that is constantly overwritten with new data. The commonly used calculator is another example of RAM. Students know the fact buses are the wires used by the CPU to communicate with RAM and other components in the computer. Almost all CPUs have at least a data bus used to read and write data and an address bus used to output addresses. ROM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is a type of memory from which we can only read information but cannot write on it. It is a non-volatile memory, therefore, the information is stored permanently in it, even when the system is powered off. Data stored in ROM can neither be modified nor erased easily. A ROM stores the instructions required to start a computer. There are three types of ROM: PROM, EPROM, and EPROM. For example, ROM is like an audio-video disc. Once the songs are burned on a CD, the disc contents cannot be changed. ROM chips are not only used in the computer but also used in microwave oven and washing machine. Disk drive. A disk drive is a hardware component in a computer that enables users to read, write, delete and modify data on a storage disk. It is either a built-in or external component of a disk that manages the input or output I/O operations of a disk. Disk drives are of several types such as hard disk drive, CD drive, DVD drive, etc. The most commonly used disk drive is a hard disk drive. SMPS. SMPS stands for Switched Mode Power Supply. It is essential for safe running of power-consuming electrical and electronic appliances. SMPS uses a switching regulator to control and stabilize the output voltage by switching the load current on or off. It transfers electric power from a source AC mains to low voltage direct current DC. It always supplies a well-regulated power to the motherboard and other parts of a computer and saves power. It has a built-in fan to release the excessive heat during the time computer is in use. Modem. Modem stands for modulator demodulator. It is a device which allows a computer to send or receive information through telephone lines by converting digital data into an analog signal. Modulator converts digital information of a computer to analog mode at the transmitting end, and demodulator further converts back the analog signals to digital at the receiving end. Modems can be classified as internal modem. It is a device that is already installed in the computer. It is in the form of a card that is inserted into one of the slots on the main board. External modem. It is a modem that is installed outside the CPU. It is in the form of a box that is normally connected to USB port of a computer. This type of modem has indicator lights that display. The speed of a modem is measured in BPS and kbps, kilobits per second. Although a modem can have a maximum speed of 56 kbps, but if the telephone line quality is not good, it will not be able to work with its maximum speed. PC card modem is specifically designed for laptops and handheld computers. It is similar to the size of a credit card and fits into the PC card slot on notebook and handheld computers. So, no cable is required other than the telephone line connection. One can remove this modem when it is not needed. Except for its size, PC card modem is like the combination of external and internal modems. This card is powered by a computer. Heat sink. A heatsink is an electronic device which is designed to disperse the heat generated by the CPU. It is made up of metal such as a copper or aluminium alloy and normally uses a fan to keep the processor cool. Heatsink is commonly used in all CPUs. It is also used in refrigeration and air conditioning systems, GPUs, graphic processing system, and video card processors. Ports. A computer port is a slot on the motherboard that acts as a point of connection between a computer and an external device. Cables of external devices like keyboard, mouse, printer, monitor, etc. are plugged into these ports to attach them to a computer. There are several types of ports which are used to connect various external devices to the computer. Most of the ports are visible at the back side of the CPU cabinet, while a few are placed in front. The placement of these ports may vary from computer to computer. Some of these ports are color-coded that identify a specific device to be plugged in them. Ports, serial port, picture, explanation. It transmits data one bit at a time over a single wire. Usage. It is used for devices that do not require high-speed transmission, that is, mouse, keyboard. It is also used to connect modems, hence called as communication ports. It transfers several bits of data together at one time. Parallel port. Usage. It is used for devices that require high-speed data transmission, such as printers. Also used to connect scanners, printers, CD writer, external hard disk drive, etc. Universal Serial Bus, USB port. It is used to transfer data and can also act as power supply for devices connected to it. Usage. Devices that can be connected to a USB port include keyboard, mouse, printers, scanners, flash drives, phones, tablets, digital and web cameras, etc. PS/2 port. PS/2 connector was developed by IBM in 1987. PS/2 port is now considered a legacy port as it has been replaced by the USB port. Usage. It was used for attaching keyboard and mouse to a computer. FireWire. Also known as IEEE 1394, it was developed by Apple Inc. in 1994. It can transfer large amount of data with speed up to 800 Mbps and can connect up to 63 different devices. Usage. It is used to connect camcorders and video equipment to the computer. VGA, Video Graphics Array. It is similar to a serial port connector, but the serial port has pins, whereas VGA connector has holes. With the increase in use of digital video, VGA ports are gradually being replaced by HDMI and display ports. Usage. It is used to connect monitors or projectors to a computer. HDMI, High Definition Multimedia Interface Port. It is a digital connector that can carry high-definition video and audio. It also can send audio to different formats. Usage. It is used to connect high-definition and ultra-high-definition devices like computer monitors, HD TVs, gaming consoles, high-definition cameras, etc. to a computer. Ethernet port. An Ethernet RJ45 connector looks like a telephone line RJ11 connector. Usage. It is used to connect your computer to a wired network. Audio. Line-in. It enables a user to connect an external audio device to the computer. Line-out. It allows external speakers, headphones or other output devices to be connected to the computer. Mic port. It helps in plugging microphone into the computer. Now let us talk about external hardware. The components which are attached to the computer externally are called external hardware components. These are known as peripherals. These peripherals can be divided into three categories: input devices, output devices, and storage devices.
Students, this is end of part 1 of chapter number 1, Computer Hardware Components. Further details of the chapter number 1 shall be continued in part 2.